During an Caul birth, the baby is born still inside an intact amniotic sac, which is a rare occurrence. This means that the sac balloons out at birth, and the baby remains inside the unbroken or partially broken membrane. The amniotic sac is a protective, fluid-filled sac that surrounds the fetus in the womb. It helps keep the baby safe from harm and regulates their temperature to keep them warm. As the pregnancy progresses, the baby grows and develops inside this sac. Normally, the sac breaks when it's time for labor, your water breaks. However, in some cases, the sac doesn't break and the baby is born Caul, completely enclosed in a jelly-like bubble. It's important to note that this is a random occurrence and there is no guarantee that it will happen. It's also not necessarily better or worse than a standard birth. As your pregnancy progresses, your baby will start to position themselves for childbirth by moving down towards your cervix. This prepares them to pass through the birth canal during labor. Ideally, your baby will be head down and facing your back, which typically happens during the third trimester. During your pregnancy, your doctor will regularly check the position of your baby. They will use their hands to feel your abdomen and may also do an ultrasound to check the baby's position. The goal is to ensure a safe delivery for you and your baby. If the baby is not in the right position for childbirth, it can make the process more challenging. However, there are a few things you and your doctor can try to reposition the baby. External cephalic version. A practitioner can lift the baby's buttocks and apply pressure on the mother's abdomen to help the baby's body rotate forward or backward to reposition the baby to being head down. Changing your position. You can encourage your baby to change positions by getting on your hands and knees and rocking back and forth, or pushing your hips in the air while laying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Stimulating sounds. Your baby can hear music, see light changes through your skin, and hear your voice as you talk. Try placing headphones on a certain part of your belly to see if you can interest your baby to move in that direction. You could also place a cool washcloth on part of your belly to see if your baby will move away and head downward. While these techniques are not guaranteed to work, they are worth a try. Most babies find their way to the right position for childbirth on their own. But you can help them and yourself by staying as relaxed as possible and following guidance from your doctor. When a baby is born Caul, the doctor will carefully open the sac to let the water leak out, similar to a water-filled balloon with a hole in it. Inside the sac, the baby has plenty of air and the umbilical cord attached to their belly button is filled with oxygen-rich blood. After birth, most babies will breathe and cry, while others may be a little stunned and delayed in taking their first breath, especially if they experience distress during labor. Your doctor or midwife will check on the baby's breathing and overall well-being before giving the baby to you for skin-to-skin contact or wrapping them in warm blankets for bonding.